Hey guys, Cal here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on sneaky goblin farming at Town Hall 11. I did upload a few videos of this already without commentary, and I was just wondering, does the commentary really matter when it's just these farming videos, and should I just commentate over things that need to be talked about essentially? I do enjoy just talking while I play, and I assume that most people who watch YouTube enjoy listening to someone talk over the gameplay to kind of explain a thought process or what that person may be doing. So, that was just a little curious question I had, but nonetheless, we're going to continue to get some commentary, some not commentary. I just had a quiet space today, so I thought that I would indeed just commentate over what I'm doing right now. We're doing some dark elixir farming just because that's what we need to do, and we're just gonna hop into 3K for only 12 and rebuild like so. Boom. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm just going to commentate over this and kind of tell you what I'm thinking, tell you guys what is going on, in case you have not seen my past videos, which this channel is slowly but surely becoming a sneaky goblin strategy channel, but that's probably because we're doing a lot of farming to max out, or at least get as close as we can to maxing out multiple accounts in order to have multiple high-level accounts to make high-level content. And Sneaky Goblin is just kind of what you have to do to get there in any reasonable... Well, you can do anything to get there in any reasonable amount of time. Sneaky Goblins is the only way to really farm out multiple accounts because of how good they are at farming. If you're only using one account, or have one account of course, then it isn't as necessary to use Sneaky Goblins. It's mostly when you hit the 3-4 account range where you might have to worry about that. This is a really awkward base because I don't really want any of the other loot. I just kind of want the DE. But it's all, in order to get to the DE, I kind of have to just take all the loot. So, and we have these really deep collectors. Not a really good sneaky goblin base to be attacking, but that is what it is. The reason why, I'm just going to take this Town Hall and the Dark Elixir and dip out. The reason why this is not a good Sneaky Goblin base is because even though all the loot is very easy to get and access, it is not easy in the sense of the stuff is so deep that you can't really take advantage of your Sneaky Goblin's invisibility ability, because by the time you get to these collectors that are so deep, you usually run out of time and have to waste a lot of Sneaky Goblins to get them. That's why Sneaky Goblins excel when there's a lot of collectors on the outside, because you only need to drop one per, saving you a lot of Sneaky Goblins in the long run. Whereas when you have to use multiple Sneaky Goblins per collector, you're really losing out on a lot of Sneaky Goblins to use on future raids, and that's why I didn't get everything there and kind of wasted a lot of elixir in the process. But as I said in past episodes, or maybe I haven't said it, maybe I only have said it to myself while playing, DE is all that really matters. If you're effectively Dark Elixir farming, you're essentially effectively everything else farming, because you're going to get what you need in time as long as you're staying on top of your Dark Elixir. Because of how cheap this army is, you're never really going to run out of elixir. You're usually going to be up in elixir and gold is gold you don't really use if you're effectively hero farming, because if you're effectively hero farming, you're going to have all 3 heroes down, and that leaves you two builders to really play with, unless you get the 6th builder, then 3 builders to really play with. And oh no, it gives you 3 builders to play with, which usually is enough to really get down your key other buildings by the time your heroes are done, and you can move on to the next town hall. But of course, if you are trying to max out completely, then that gold will be needed to be gathered. But because you're not spending anything on anything else, you will have the gold necessary. And if you really do need the gold, you can go into lower leagues where it's much harder to get Dark Elixir, but much easier to get gold. Yeah, I don't know what I said. Much easier. If you go into the lower leagues, you'll find less Dark Elixir, but more of Elixir and gold, because that's where all the like rushed accounts that were quit or like low people that are having a hard time upgrading last, and they usually upgrade what's easy to upgrade, which is the collectors. But if you're struggling, then you're not going to have the elixir, because you're usually using inefficient farming strategies, so it's actually quite difficult for them to collect and upgrade their collectors for that Dark Elixir, and that's when you see people really starting to fall behind on their heroes. I did a quick snipe. I'm already in Crystal 1, and as long as you're in Crystal, you're okay to really snipe things off. I would only worry if you're in Crystal 3 or Gold 1. You don't want to fall into Gold, because then finding Dark Elixir becomes significantly more difficult, and you have to waste your time pushing rather than actually effectively getting all the Dark Elixir you need. I wonder how much Dark Elixir we're at. We did a 3 in the beginning. I think we did a 3 there. And I think the last one might have been a 4. 3, 3, 4. So we're at 10. 10k Dark Elixir. Because I'm talking, I'm not attacking as fast. So if you see my non-commentary videos, I usually get all this, the 20k done by now. Or around this time. But because I'm talking, I have to do things a little bit slower, which might be a con to me talking, you know? Maybe some people just want to watch the video of me doing things as fast as possible, and me talking doesn't really get them that. But, oh, nice. We're gonna get this one, because we can snipe off the Dark Elixir as well as get a Town Hall. Double whammy, very good value for what we're trying to get done here. So we're gonna keep on going and keep on chugging. Boom. This account isn't actually in the series because it was already being done by the time I started doing the series, but we're pretty close to maxing out these heroes. And I thought actually this is the other account that I'm planning on bringing to Town Hall 12 and might do a Town Hall 12 Let's Play. We love to see it. With all the collectors on the outside, so we don't have to waste as much loot or we don't have to avoid too much loot. Very nice. We are going to skip out on this other stuff though. We're gonna go straight for this DE2 as to not waste too many goblins. No, I didn't use a wall break for each goblin. So we're gonna go 3 here. Actually, I only did 2. Let's see if that works. Sometimes you can get away with 2. And actually, if you are trying to be as optimal as possible, you should always just send 2. because if you send 3, you'll get it guaranteed. But like if it doesn't go down, you can just send another sneaky goblin in anyways. So it's like you ultimately you can't fail essentially. It is impossible. Oh, did we mess it up? No. Very good. Didn't put that. Oh, we're only at 2 sneaky goblins. I think we're going to send in. Oh no. Okay, it's not worth trying to get into that town hall. We already messed up. We're going to leave with 9. So that is nice. Let's swing this to the front, swing it to the front again, swing this in front. Maybe that wasn't very descriptive on what I was doing. But you know, we'll get this so we have a jump. And this will be our last raid. Unless we don't use a jump, and then we can do another one. Only have 22, so this will probably be the last one. 22 sneaky goblins. You see this exact base so often. If you're watching the series, you probably see me attack it every single time, because for some reason they have so much dark elixir. So maybe it's a pretty good dark elixir farm base, seeing that there's always dark elixir on these bases. But we're just going to keep on chugging. Chug-a-lugging. Okay, here we go. 5k. A very easy. It's the same version. It's literally the same base I just said we see so much of that has all the dark elixir. Okay, so here we're gonna get access to all the drills, because the drills are more important than the storage. When full, they just, I don't know the exact percent, but like you get more, like you might get, I think 50% of what's in that drill when you attack it, whereas you only get like 30% out of the storage, so it's more effective to only hit drills, but like I don't like only hitting dead bases, because even though it's better, and if you want to really just get as much as you can sit here nexting for 30 minutes and then hit 4 dead bases and maybe even get more than what I'm, like significantly more loot than what I'm getting, but I don't think the time is necessarily worth the amount you get isn't really worth your time, especially that these sneaky goblins train so fast, and it's like you can take a little break. You don't need to go super crazy, but I will say if you're only sniping the outside and like let's say you're in, oh my gosh, I was messing up. Oh, nice. And you're down there, you'll just keep dropping, but you will gain a lot of loot. And I actually do that if I go too high up in trophies, because yeah, it works and you get a lot really quick. So let's fix this up really quick. We got 1 4 1 1 1. That wasn't helpful. Your first army camp is jump, rest, invisibility spell. Then your second train is jump, 4 invisibility, jump. And you have 8 sneaky goblins, 8 super wall breakers, but you want your 8 super wall breakers to always be in the back of the composition. That you can swing forward to always have 8 when you go out. So let's check out how much dark elixir we got. So we got a 5k raid, a 9k raid, that puts us at 14k. Plus 3 is 17k. Plus 3 is 20k. Plus 5 is 25k. Plus 11 is 36k. Plus 3 is 39k. Not counting what we have. So we got over 40,000 dark elixir. That's crazy. I didn't think we would top 40,000. Well, that's going in the title. 40,000 dark elixir in 10 minutes, but it was more than 10 minutes because I was talking. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know if you have any questions about sneaky goblins, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.